everyone, and welcome to the newest edition of The Insider, the ongoing video series that keeps you up to date on all things IPW. I am the voice of IPW, J-Rod. On Sunday, October 8th, we held our second annual homecoming. An eager Jamal King interrupted the opening announcements to say that he believes he has done everything there is to do as IPW champion and almost made it sound like he was getting ready to relinquish the title. Instead, he said he was ready to start a quest to become a double champion and called down to the ring the IPW Michiana champion, TDG. TDG answered the call and was more than ready to accept King's challenge. However, King wasn't making a challenge to TDG. He was making an offer. King wanted TDG to team with him to challenge the IPW Tag Team Champions Real Hype. Ask and you shall receive, as Real Hype immediately came to the ring to confront King and TDG. Sholin and Real said they'd be happy to defend the tag team titles under one condition. If Real Hype could defeat King and TDG, Jimmy Sholin and Mondo Real would each be given a shot at the Michiana and IPW championships. The terms were set, and we had a main event offering the highest stakes in IPW history. Josh Raymond made Jamal King tap in their match at Super Smash, but the referee didn't see it and Josh would end up losing the match. Josh Raymond has been furious about it and is demanding a rematch. The old-timer Jeff King interrupted Raymond, asking for a rematch with Raymond. Jamal King may not have beaten Josh Raymond clean, but Josh Raymond did beat Jeff King clean. In a tough matchup, Jeff King rolled up Josh Raymond for a big upset. Raymond just had his win streak snapped, and now he's lost what should have been a good rebound match. Following our first match, once again Big Jorge and LaDon Sanders came brawling through the curtain. To our knowledge, these two began fighting at Redemption and haven't stopped. Week by week, we see more and more footage of them fighting it out all over the place. They fought their way through the building and out the front door. I am here to break the news that the police have intervened and finally broke these two up. It was agreed that all charges would be dropped as long as these two agreed to finally settle it the old-fashioned way. And they will do so on Sunday at Peak Out. In order to keep them from brawling into the streets of Detroit, it will be a lumberjack match. Max Morrison and Thomas Bailey have been trying to recruit new Forgotten members. Their sights were set on the opposing Hexus, which is an appropriate choice considering Hexus was a candidate for the gold team, and they forgot all about him. While Max Morrison got the win, Hexus did impress and got the offer from Morrison. Former Forgotten member Casey Tempest came to the ring and pleaded with Hexus not to join the Forgotten. This pissed off Thomas Bailey, and a fight nearly broke out. An unexpected appearance of Nasty Nathan Sharp distracted everyone. Sharp said he wanted to prove himself even further and get into title contention. So Thomas Bailey, Hexus, and Nasty Nathan Sharp wound up going at it in a three-way hardcore match. By the skin of his teeth, Nasty Nathan Sharp once again was able to do the unthinkable. In a gutsy performance, he picked up yet another big win to extend his unbeaten IPW tenure. Terry Van Avery has been on a revenge tour over the past few months with 3 names currently on his list. He will have a chance to cross off number 3, Ren Jones, this weekend at Pink Out. But at Homecoming, he faced off with former Michiana champion Bedrick Bison. Bison shenanigans were a big task for Van Avery to overcome, but Van Avery was up for the challenge and put down Bedrick Bison for the 3 count. This gives him a ton of momentum going into what is one of the most highly anticipated rematches of the year. Will Terry Van Avery's momentum give him the edge, or will recent appearances in both AEW and WWE be the advantage Ren Jones needs to get the win? Jeremiah Goldmain was pushed down to the ring in a wheelchair with a neck brace on. He sounded sincere as he told everyone he suffered a broken neck during self-defense classes and had a moment of clarity. Goldmain apologized to everyone, including referee Gary. It was great to see Goldmain be the bigger man for once. Jen Alpha welcomed Chris Moore to IPW back at Warzone in a triple threat match that ended in controversy. Alpha and Moore decided to settle it the hard way and battled one-on-one. In the end, Chris Moore silenced the doubters and remains undefeated. Jeremiah Goldmain got into the ring to congratulate referee Gary on a job well done in the match. Of course, this whole thing was a sham, as Goldmain kicked Gary in the groin and told the audience to shove it before getting back into his wheelchair and rolling his way to the back. Something has to be done. It just has to be. The next matchup would have some of the biggest stakes in IPW history. IPW champion Jamal King would team up with IPW Michiana champion TDG to challenge IPW tag team champions Real Hype. If Jimmy Sholwin and Mondo Real would win, they would get shots at King and TDG's titles at Pink Out, in possibly our best tag team matchup ever and a Match of the Year candidate. This thing was neck and neck throughout. But in what many might consider an upset, Mondo Real was the first person to score a pinfall victory over IPW champion Jamal King in 6 months. Real Hype conquered their toughest test yet and earned themselves shots at further glory. Following the match, King and TDG hugged it out and said they'd give it another shot after beating Real Hype in singles action. Out of nowhere, Jamal King then began beating the hell out of TDG. He would leave ringside telling the fans he doesn't give a damn about their boos. He's still champion whether they like it or not. And with that, one of IPW's most beloved athletes has turned his back on everyone. That concludes this edition of The Insider. Join us on Sunday, October 22nd at Big Pink in Detroit, Michigan for the highly anticipated rematch between Swag Champ Ren Jones and Terry Van Avery, a Michiana championship between TDG and Hype Jimmy Sholwin, an IPW championship match between Mondo Real and Supreme Jamal King, and much more as IPW presents the 3rd annual Pink Out.